It's the show before the show.
And a whole lot more. Welcome to a Monday.
Welcome to a Monday. I accidentally read this.
Why? Where did you get it? It was over here. You weren't supposed to read this.
It's funny. Tell them.
I know, but it was supposed to surprise you.
But tell them.
She's reading my stuff. I had this printed up, and I had it over here so I could say it. And you're over there, and you came around. When did you get this? Did you come over?
It was sitting right there.
All my stuff?
Now they're wanting to know what it is. Tell them what it is.
I have to push a button here, so you have to entertain for a moment.
Entertain?
Yeah. And then it's coming up. The thing that's on here that Natalie stole. Brilliant entertaining, Natalie. So knock knock. I'm sorry, it's not even a knock knock. See? Now I didn't get a chance to prep myself. I was looking for it.
Go ahead.
No.
I'll tell it if you want me
to. You know what Santa said when he saw the 3 Kardashian sisters?
What?
See, it's just not as good because you're sneaking this stuff. No one will ever know the answer.
Ho! You just threw a piece of paper at him.
Yeah, but no one saw it actually coming because I threw it too low. See, that's coming right there. All right, so there you go. What did Santa say when he saw the 3 Kardashian sisters?
Ho, ho, ho.
Brilliant, isn't it? I know.
It is actually really fun. I started laughing, and I was like, shoot.
Hey, we're going to do something in honor of Tony Stewart. That's really annoying when I do that. Tony Stewart winning the
Sprint
chase.
Cup.
Yeah, the Sprint Cup in NASCAR. Which, man, I tell you what, I didn't watch the race yesterday. I've just been reading about it. And what an ending to the season. I mean, that was like all the overtime games in college football that were going on. OU and OSU just is like, But it's the same thing if you're like a Carl Edwards fan. It's like, you know, they're racing to the end and they're going to the end and they finish and it's a tie in the points. And then it just comes down to which guy won more races during the season. I mean, talk about an ending to a season.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. And, you know, there'll be arguments both, you know, it should have been Carl that won. Well, he didn't win as many races, but he was more consistent. But wait a minute, so was Tony was more consistent because he had the same amount of points. So what an ending to a race. I mean,
yeah, this weekend blew.
So we're going to do a little in honor of NASCAR and Tony and Carl and everyone else. Have a little NASCAR fun coming up about 7:50.
Did you watch the OU OSU games?
I did not watch the OSU game.
I actually felt bad for them.
Oh, heck yeah.
I'm an OU.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want OSU to win. And I was watching that game. I'm like, really? After all they've been through, they're going to lose this freaking game.
For all the Sooners that were like, yeah, they lost, yeah.
Man, Facebook was going nuts this weekend about it too.
If you're into karma and that whole thing, you're like, well, that's why you lost on Sunday because you were like all jazzed.
Saturday,
whatever day that was. But I watched the OU game. Oh, jeez.
We blew Saturday. Like, we were terrible. Act like I'm on the team. Yeah. Did you hear about the Arkansas football player? Mm-hmm. You did? About the college kid?
They might not have heard that.
Yeah. What is it? What is it?
What is what?
About the Arkansas player.
The one that died?
Yes, okay, you knew. Well, I didn't want to repeat the story and you not be able to... Okay.
She's quizzing you. I already said I know what it is, what happened, and she's like quizzing you guys.
Well, it could be other things. Well, they're number 3 now, right? But one of their... Is it tight end?
I actually know nothing about it except that Arkansas player died.
Yes.
That's all I know.
He was 19 years old. That yesterday morning, his roommate, he was playing video games, his roommate left the room, and an hour later, he was in cardiac arrest.
Yeah,
horrible.
And just insane.
Yeah, so sad. 19 years old.
So we started off the show with a young player dying.
I have some actually really good news.
Go ahead. What did Santa say, by the way, when he saw the 3 Kardashian sisters?
Oh.
It's getting better.
National Geographic contacted me yesterday, and they want to use my Joplin videos.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Swear.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool. Now, whoa. That's awesome.
I know. I don't know
how it happened, but that's awesome.
Well, the people in Joplin, the family that I got to know, sent me this thing a while back. They were like, hey, you should send your videos into this. And I just called the producer of the show. And it's a show about people that witnessed what had happened after the tragedy, after the tornadoes. And I sent her my videos. I hadn't heard from her for a month or a couple weeks.
Right.
And she called me yesterday, or emailed me actually, and said that they want to use my videos.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
I thought it was cool too. I don't know if they won't be using me, but like my face.
Well, it doesn't matter. They're using your product.
Right.
You'll be in the credits.
So, yeah, crazy, huh?
That is pretty. I was gonna just give a snide comment. just take the glory off of you for a second?
Do it.
Well, no, it's not really worth it. But I was gonna say I know why, because I told my neighbor Lee, who did some producing work for National Geographic up at Joplin, and he probably turned your name in. But that's not really what happened. I did, but I thought I would.
No, I really just told you about it, and the reason I wasn't going to tell you.
Yeah, I never heard about you doing this. This is cool.
Yeah, well, I wasn't going to tell you because I don't even know if I'm
Nice
allowed
working with you.
to.
She'll be off on.
Well, I don't even know if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Oh, it's not like it's a game
They
show
sent me like a release thing
that says you can't talk about
that
it.
I'm not supposed to talk about. I was like, well, I'm on the radio. Is this something that, I mean, this would help promote your show and blah, blah, blah. And she was like, well.
Oh, good.
National Geographic.
So here we are, just blowing her future.
I don't think the National Geographic people watch a show before the show.
Yeah, but loose lips sink ships. One person tells one person who tells someone else who tells someone else.
And they might not even use my footage. They just
they're not going to now. Your whole shot at becoming great and famous is gone.
Is it?
Well, they did say this confidentiality thing that says I'm not supposed to talk about it, so I'm probably not supposed to, but I already did. I already told you everything.
Well, it's about the people in
I guess we'll work with you a little longer then. It's great. I'm glad you're still here. Thanks for blabbing. It would have been a great thing to be in National Geographic, but not now. It would have been an awesome honor. Something to put on your resume for future.
Right.
Now there will be nothing to put on your resume.
Really?
It'll be, I just made this video that I showed on K95.
Should we do the show before the show over?
As opposed to a video that was on National Geographic.
Okay, I suck. I don't know. I don't. Okay, that's the show for the show. Do we need to do it over?
It's up to you.
Nah.
Yeah, all right. So all of a sudden, this great news, like I said, we've been having all this down news, and Dan's like, I got some great news, and she shot it up, and then I shot it back down.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, you can call me Debbie Downer today.
Or
Jim Downer.
Okay.
Have a great morning. Thanks for hanging out, Cash and Carey. We've got to get to work because we actually have to do the stuff we get paid for.
Yeah, like the cake quizzle. See y'all.
Hey, knock, knock. Oh, it's not a knock, knock joke.